In this video, I'm reviewing the question, should I consider the Roth 401k? The Roth 401k is gaining in popularity due to employers offering it inside their plans and also thanks to provisions inside the Secure Act 2.0 that only pertains to the Roth option. So the question is it right for everyone? So keep watching to see if the Roth 401k is the right choice for you. First, let's talk about how the Roth 401k works. The Roth 401k is the type of 401k that you fund just like a traditional 401k. And the key difference is that you either get a tax break today with the traditional 401k or tax-free withdrawals in retirement with the Roth 401k since your contributions are made with after-tax dollars today. Now let's talk about 2024 contribution limits for the Roth 401k. The contribution limits for the Roth 401k are the same as a traditional 401k, so you can contribute $23,000 in 2024 with a catch-up contribution of $7,500 for those ages 50 or older. Check the description box below for a complimentary read, Retirement Plan Contribution Limits for 2024. Let's move on and talk about the downside to the Roth 401k. Many CPAs try to get you to contribute to the traditional 401k each year so you get the biggest tax break on your taxes. And if you contribute to a Roth 401k, you won't get a tax break since contributions are made with after-tax dollars. Whether or not this is a downside ultimately comes down to the individual. Some people need a tax break today, while others aren't concerned with it and would rather have their retirement be tax-free. So what are other considerations for a Roth 401k? Not every employer offers the Roth 401k provision. And if your employer does offer the Roth 401k provision, you need to read your plan carefully to understand the terms. Some employer 401k plans allow employees to split contributions between a traditional 401k and a Roth 401k. If split contributions are allowed, it's up to the individual to determine which percentage is best for their personal financial situation. So contact your HR or your plan administrator if you are unsure of the rules of your plan. Let's talk about how the Secure Act 2.0 affects Roth 401ks. The Roth 401k plays a bigger role with the Secure Act 2.0 provisions, and there are three main Secure Act 2.0 provisions that affect Roth 401ks. The first provision started in 2024, and it allows employee plan sponsors to create emergency savings accounts for participants who could then make Roth pay-ins on or after tax basis to the savings account within the 401k plan. And the rules state that your savings account balance cannot exceed $2,500 and you can only take up to one withdrawal per month. Also, the first four withdrawals in a year must be penalty-free. If you take more than 4 withdrawals in a year, your employer may impose fees, but you'll still have to access your money. Your employer may also automatically enroll you in the emergency savings account, setting aside up to 3% of your compensation. An added bonus is that the contributions to this emergency savings account qualify for matching contributions to your 401k. And if you leave the company, the funds may be converted into a Roth investment account or withdrawn because your contributions are always yours to keep. The second provision for the Roth 401k in the Secure Act 2.0 allows employers to make matching contributions directly to employees' Roth 401ks. And this change took effect instantly upon the Secure Act 2.0's passage, but it's important to note that this option is discretionary and employers may choose to make pre-tax matches or not provide a company match at all. The Secure Act 2.0 provision caused all sorts of noise when it was announced because the new rule states that 401k investors who make more than $145,000 a year must now make catch-up contributions to an after-tax Roth 401k account instead of the traditional pre-tax 401k. This new rule was set up to start in 2024, but a recent announcement from the IRS has pushed back the deadline for this rule change to 2026, giving companies more time to adjust and investors to plan. Check out the description box below for a complimentary read titled Secure Act 2.0, How It Affects Your Retirement Savings. Now let's talk about RMDs and Roth 401ks. Traditional 401ks require investors to take RMDs, but starting in 2024, investors with a Roth 401k or Roth 403b will no longer need to take RMDs. How about early withdrawal rules of a Roth 401k? If you withdraw funds from a traditional 401k before you turn 59 and a half, you could owe taxes plus a 10% penalty on the amount withdrawn. With the Roth 401k, there are no taxes or penalties on early withdrawal of your contributions as long as the account is at least 5 years old. However, you may owe taxes and a penalty on earnings that are withdrawn before 59 and a half, so make sure you watch out for that penalty. What about Roth 401ks and an inheritance? Heirs who inherit a Roth 401k have different tax treatment than those who inherit a traditional 401k. If the account is a Roth 401k, then you won't owe any income taxes, unlike an inherited traditional 401k. Since the traditional 401k is funded pre-tax, you'll pay taxes at ordinary income rates. And according to the IRS, withdrawals of contributions from an inherited Roth are tax-free. And most withdrawals of earnings from an inherited Roth IRA account are also tax-free. However, withdrawals of earnings may be subject to income tax if the Roth account is less than 5 years old at the time of the withdrawal. Hey, check the description box below for another complimentary read, Pros and Cons of a Roth 401k, Key Differences and Tax Implications. That's it for today. If you have any questions about your 401k or if you need help, we're here for you. Click below to book a complimentary 15-minute 401k strategy session with one of our advisors today.